Hi, today in my class I will explain how the array elements can be or array as such can be passed to a function in C programming. So the first example is how to pass the array elements to a function, passing array elements as function arguments in C. So this program will display some of the marks of my array, my marks, using the function. So my array is my marks and it is having 4 marks 45, 38, 24 and 42 corresponding to the subjects mathematics, physics, chemistry and computer. So my intention is to pass only some of the marks to the function. My function I have declared here, it is show marks and having two arguments m1 and m4. These two arguments are supposed to take the two values from the main function of integer data type, and it will display the result, display the values m1 and m4, and it is returning nothing back to the main program. That's why it is void. The type of the function is void because it is returning nothing to the main function. So after initializing my array to the 4 values, I am calling the function show marks to display some of the marks. So I am planning to pass the first value and the last value, that is 45 and 42, which corresponds to my marks of 0 and my marks of 3, the 0th element and the 3rd element. That is, I am passing my marks of 0 and my marks of 3 to the function show marks. So when this function show marks is called, it will go to the definition of the program. So here it is defined. So in the definition, the formal parameters, that is m1 and m4, will take the values of my marks of 0 and my marks of 3, which are the actual arguments. So here m1 will get the value 45 and m4 will get the value 42. m1 will get the value 45 and m4 will get the value 42. Now we can display the values just by using the printf functions to display the integer values m1 and m4. So here the type specifiers are %d for displaying the marks m1 and m4. So when these lines are executed, it will display the mark of m1, that is the mark of mathematics, and the mark of m4, that is the mark of computer, equal to 42. So this is how the array elements, individual array elements, can be passed to a function. We can have any number of elements. We can pass all the elements also to the function by increasing the number of arguments in the function. Next we will see how the array as such can be passed to a function. So we will use the same example of my marks in the next program also. Here also you can see the function is my marks with the marks 45, 38, 24 and 42. Here my intention is to pass all the elements to the function. So in the declaration part you can see The function name is also same. I am using show marks with the argument an array. Here it is not just simply a variable, it is an array M. The array size also can be specified in the declaration, but as the array is initialized to 4 values, its value will be automatically 4 when the function is called. So the array is of int type, and this is also displaying only the 4 values of the marks. That's why the type is void. The function is not returning anything to the main function. So when this function is called, the show marks is called, it is passing the array to the function. So my array is my marks. So I am passing only the array name. There is no need of putting the bracket here. I am just passing the array name to the function. So when this function is called, the execution will go here, and the my marks will be assigned to the formal parameter, which is an array M. That means M will now be equal to my marks. M is my formal parameter for an array which will take the value of my marks. That means the array M will be equal to 45, 38, 24 and 42. So by simply specifying its indexes, we can print the values. That means the first element is M of 0, which is a mark of mathematics. Second element is M of 1, physics. Third element M of 2, chemistry. And fourth element M of 3, computer. So these marks will be printed in the console when this function is called. So this is passing a one-dimensional array to a function. In a similar way, we can pass a two-dimensional array also. There is no big difference. Only difference is it is two-dimensional array. So in this example, it is passing a 2D array to a function. So when a two-dimensional array is passed, we need to know the indexes of the array also. That is the size of the array elements. So my array is A of 100, 100. So it is scanning the row and column size. It is scanning the row and column size, that is read to M and N. The row and column elements are read to M and N. The size of row and column. Now it is prompting to enter the array elements. So by using two for loops, we can read the array elements using ampersand A of ij. So this corresponds to the row and this corresponds to the column. So the element one by one will be read to the array A. So when the function is called, we need to pass the array by giving its array name. So here also we are passing only the array name, and we need to pass also the value of M and N. The value of M and N, that is row size and column size, also need to be passed to the function. We are passing M and N also to the function. So when the function is declared, the function is this array, and when this function is declared, what I need to do is, the first element is an array, the second element is a variable, the third element is also a variable. The first element is an array of int type, the second and third elements are variables of integer type, because the first element is an array, the second and third elements are variables. So when this function is called, it will go to the definition part of the function, and the array as such will be stored in the formal parameter AR. The array as such will be stored in the formal parameter AR, which is another array. So AR will contain all the elements of the actual array A. AR will be stored with the actual two-dimensional array elements, and these two variables R and C will contain the row size and column size. So by simply using two for loops for row and column, we can print all the elements of the two-dimensional matrix. So this is an example output. The array size is 3 and 4, 3 by 4 array, and these are the array elements, and when the function is called, it is displaying the array elements or the matrix elements. Hope you understood all the portions. Thank you.